I'd say that my introduction to cosplaying was around middle school. I had a friend having a birthday coming up, and her mom had gotten her tickets to a convention downtown, and she said, "Hey, it's optional to cosplay." And I said, "What's cosplay?"
Combining the words costume and play to create a multifaceted performance art, there are some people out there that have refused to accept fiction as just that, and have brought our childhood imaginings and dreams to reality. These people are what is known as cosplayers.
What I really liked about cosplay when I first found out about it was all the different outfits that you could have. There were so many characters to choose from. I believe that for me, cosplaying really helps me get out of my comfort zone, whether it's trying on an outfit that I didn't think I would ever wear, or trying out a new hairstyle with a wig or a different makeup style. Cosplays really taught me how to do my makeup in different ways to make me look like a completely different person, how to even style real life hair since you have to style wigs all the time. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my closet where I keep both my regular clothes and my cosplays and all my wigs and accessories. Some Danganronpa cosplay, and this is a cosplay from a show called Neon Genesis Evangelion. That's one of my favorites.
Is he your favorite out of all of them?
Yeah, any cosplay from that show is probably one of my favorites to do, because that show, it just really inspired me when I first watched it, and it's probably one of my favorites now.
Cosplaying for many is not only a hobby that lets creativity flow into design and makeup, but is also largely a community based on interests very close to heart.
Cosplay specifically, I was really into it because I liked it crafting, and I liked how people put like a lot of like their time and effort into like making something, and like I guess that's kind of what intrigued me because I like art stuff in general, so it was just like another art form for me. I learned a lot more like sewing, a lot more like fixing up like clothes, I learned a lot more about like just costume design in general. When you like put on the costume, it's like a really like nice feeling to like see yourself as this character that you really love, and especially because I love these characters so much, it gets me so excited to like bring it to life, and it's like, oh, I am this character now.
Cosplay is a community and is determined to be one that is known to welcome and accept those who stand out from the rest and help one another thrive as artists. In many ways, it is not only a hobby, but a place and community of acceptance and encouragement for those who do not find that elsewhere.
Back in like middle school or so, I think was when I started like kind of not really understanding like what my gender was. And through like cosplay, I've met like a lot of people who have like definitely helped me like figure out like who I am, especially like with like my sexuality and my gender, because a lot of the people in the community are like really open-minded. And I was actually thinking about this recently, that I was very lucky to be surrounded by people who were very open-minded, and a lot of those people I met through cosplay. Being in the cosplay community, it was always nice to like see that there were like people who were like very similar to me, because back in like high school or like middle school going into high school, as I said, I was very like confused about like what my gender was, and none of my friends really understood like what I was going through. Like I would explain to them, but they didn't really understand that much. But like being online and like meeting people online through just like cosplay, I found people who were very open about like their identity and just being themselves, and it definitely like reassured me that there was nothing wrong with me, because as I said, a lot of the groups that I was a part of, just even just growing up in general, they kind of made it seem like I needed to be this certain person that wasn't like LGBTQ or like non like POC, and it meant a lot to me to like find like just people who were just open-minded and stuff, because they really emphasize like pronouns, being respectful, and consent, and a lot of just like awareness towards like POC issues.
Cosplaying and going to conventions has brought me a lot of friends who aren't only fellow cosplayers but also part of the LGBT community. I've always been a creative person, so finding new ways to make the 2D become 3D is seen as a fun challenge. Sure, crafting and making your cosplays are fun, but the most important part about cosplay for me is how I found friends and even a partner who all share the same interest. Cosplay is very much a community full of LGBT and POC who all love and support each other.
Cosplaying and being LGBT is two really big, important parts of my life, and to be able to kind of enjoy both of them without feeling like I'll be judged by either cosplayers or other LGBT people is a very freeing experience.
As a whole, cosplay has been a creative outlet and the backbone of my social life. The friends that cosplay with me get to see the real me. They've created an environment where I have no reason to dilute myself.
These friends that I've made through cosplay have become a family to me, one that supports me and helps me grow every day, even outside of the cosplay. They've helped me through daily life struggles or insecurities I've had, and because of them now, I'm a lot stronger. I feel more confident in my body and in myself and in my mind.
The essentials of cosplay are to become whoever you want to be, and through it, be happy with who you are.
The cosplay community has always been very uplifting and positive and there for me, and has caused me to become someone I'm proud of and someone I knew, my younger self would have been ecstatic to have become.